McGregor Square is a one-city block mixed-use entertainment district project adjacent to Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. The genesis of the project actually is the need for the stadium to remodel itself, to refresh itself. Kind of the first thing we did is created the Content Plaza, which is the circular environment that's surrounded by these buildings. These buildings are composed by the hotel, office, condominiums, 80,000 square foot of retail at the base, the Hall of Fame, and then Wine Coupe Promenade, which is the connector between Union Station and the third base entrance to the stadium.
When we first saw the package, we were excited by it because of the profile of the work. We're big sports fans here, and we were excited about the stadium nature of it and working with the Rockies directly. Stantec was awarded this project as the designer, and Creo was awarded this project largely based on our decades-long relationship with Stantec. They trust us to execute their design intent flawlessly and bring some creative options that allow them to design the aesthetic of the project, knowing that there's multiple ways we can get there that fit within the budget.
The feature elements of the project are in the Wine Coupe walkway that leads to the ballpark, and these are the totems on one side, receivers on the other side, with catenary cables running between them for special lighting effects. The totems themselves have a large electronic video screen. They function as lighting for the walkway with street lights and spotlights. At the base of the totems, there are these heavy-duty sandstone panels which are native to the area that tell the story of the Rockies. Around the buildings themselves, we have a number of columns on the buildings with very large banner displays to dress up the buildings, give them dimension. As a lead into the parking garage, there's a series of metal wall panels. The designer came up with a really nice repeating graphic image of a baseball diamond.
We were a great fit for this project for a couple of reasons. First of all, our attention to detail is unrivaled in the industry. And secondly, our communication and our pre-construction services from our project management team is key to fleshing out a project like this that is ever evolving and with multiple materials, but with a fixed budget and a fixed opening date.
We find a lot of value, particularly in the documentation that Creo puts together, the shop drawings, and the level of detail that goes in them. I think the drawings are very well articulated, that communicate the design intent. We're able to course correct whenever it's necessary.
There's always three things that are involved in a project, and this one was challenging on all three fronts. First, you have a design that you are trying to be faithful to. Then you have schedule that everyone is trying to commit to, and you have a budget that can't grow. Everything about the custom I-beams had to be beefed up. We had to go deep into the ground, increase the base plate size, thicker steel. That was a very involved process of back and forth with Stantec, the designer, to achieve the budget savings on certain items to pay for the structural upgrade.
Even when we encounter a problem on the fabrication, Creo was upfront to bring up the problem to us rather than us finding out about it. And they were honest and say, hey, here are sort of three solutions that we can work with. Let's talk to the client. Let's see how we can make this better. And that showed a lot to us.
Because we work in so many different markets in the EGD world, themed environments and retail and hospitality and public spaces, it requires a lot of expertise in various areas that are non-traditional materials and processes.
It's not a simple job. Some of the specialty fabrication items that we did here require a lot of attention to detail and integration of multiple technologies and multiple parts and pieces. We know that Creo is a problem solver. We like to bring them at very early stages so that throughout the process, together we're collaborating and providing the best possible construction methods, selecting the right materials, or if there's a better way of fabricating something.
We were very much the right team for this because of the complicated nature of the design with steel and aluminum and wood and glass and lighting and LED temperatures and all under one roof at Creo. We provided all of those solutions for Stantec and the Rockies team.
I think that's what Creo does best, is really challenging structural interface, integration with the architecture.
Creo stands out for a number of reasons. Number one, we know that the quality is going to be really high. The fabrication methods are really high. They don't compromise. Us as designers, we're sort of dreamers, and not every fabricator is able to achieve what we have in our minds and actually execute to the level that we want. So Creo has proven time and time in making that happen.
On a project that had so many twists and turns that we were able to deliver it on time, on budget, with no significant change orders. I think the design team, the Colorado Rockies, Hensel Phelps, I think they would all say it was a well-executed project.
I think now that the project is completed and you see all of the people coming to downtown and having a great time in the evening in this nice open space, the design was fantastic, and the vision of the whole team together is evidenced by the beautiful work that you see now completed.